Good afternoon and welcome. Thank you very much for being willing to participate in our research project. It's very much appreciated. So allow me to begin by asking you, where did you live in Laos for most of your life?
I was born and raised in Oudom Pravat,
Okay.
and it's pretty much everybody knows. It's a small town.
Okay.
I was born and raised there until 1970, and things got changed,
Okay.
and I moved from there to Vientiane.
Okay. And in what part of Laos would that be?
Oudom Pravat,
Yeah.
it's little north, far away, 45 minutes from Vientiane.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it would be 45 minutes from the main district or
Capital.
the main capital of,
Yes.
of Laos. Okay, good. So can you tell me about what your life was just around the time that the wars started to become a problem in Laos?
Well, at that time I was a teenager.
Okay.
By support myself playing music in a nightclub after drop out of school. And it was a struggle, fun and happy and sad, because I came from poor family. I wasn't, but I have a good friend who wealthy, taking care of me all the way. We play together, go together, until things change, like between an old and new government come, and everything closed down. Nightclubs closed down. I have no job after that, and I have to survive by doing things which I never done that before. Go to the mountain with a friend, cut out the wood, selling firewood. It was so hard for me because I never get used to. And after that, I tried to fit in. Had tried to get in an art school because I'm pretty good in my hand, drawing, designing, to keep me busy. Like you've been watching at that time, like lots of turmoil. It's nothing politics for me. Well, I was in high school for a couple of years, got a plan to move to the capital, to Vientiane, to have my plan escape from my country.
Okay.
I was alone, do it alone because you don't trust anyone at that time.
And how old were you then?
Well, 20-something.
20-something.
Yeah,
Okay.
20. Didn't remember because my life is so struggle. My dad passed away when I was 4.
Oh.
And I was grew up with my aunt, which they're a good family. And got educated because if I live with my mom, probably raising cow in the rice field because my mom's poor. But it wasn't bad. That's how they are. But I got a chance to have educated. From the town that my mom to Oudom Pravat, it's only 2 kilometers, not too far.
Okay.
I was educated from elementary school to high school. And back then they call lycée, everything French,
Yes.
Speak French. I got until they call quatrième, the fourth grade. It's funny.
Well, the 4th grade, it would have been equivalent to a high school.
High school, yeah.
Yeah.
And I got involved with music, teenager. Get attention from the girl. It's how they get and I kind of lose interest about interesting. The grade is bad. I have to drop out. that's how I end up with play music to support my life.
Did you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have a big family. This is another one that when my dad passed away when I was 4, my mom's 4, she couldn't take care of the kid. And my dad probably asked a favor from her sister. She took 4 of us to my older brother, older sister. And I was too attached to my brother and sister. And she had to take me. And then I got a chance to stay with them.
Okay. So you did not stay with your mother, you stayed with your aunt?
Yes.
And your uncle?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And your aunt and your uncle had children also?
Oh yeah, a big family.
So it was a big family?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they were willing to take, they're a good family.
Okay.
They've been taking care of us, I like the children. I was lucky.
Okay.
Yeah, it pretty much from the beginning. I can go back and forward, like I told a friend song. My first reaction, I remember, when I was 4, see everybody cry. They cried. My mom cried, everybody cried. I don't even know what they cry for. And I found out that's the day my dad passed.
Can I ask you, while you were living with your aunt and your uncle, how was your mother supporting herself? And was she looking after some of your brothers and sisters at that time?
She had 2 of my younger sister.
Okay.
Yeah. She supported herself by selling that watercress.
Okay.
It's a big thing in Oudom Pravat.
Okay.
But watercress from there, it's fresh, very, very clean. It came from the mountain.
Okay.
Yeah, they plant over there. I got a chance to went with her one time. She carried me up there to the mountain to see that the water came from, underneath of the ground and they raised.
Right.
Yeah. And
so the war begins to be a problem in Laos as it was in Cambodia and Vietnam. So did you make a decision to leave Laos at some point?
when they started, in the middle of the start, I tried to be a pilot.
A pilot?
T-28. At that time, they need a lot of pilots, young
Okay.
pilots. I tried 3 times. I failed because I'm colorblind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which lucky. If I got it, probably got killed.
Possibly.
Yeah. Lots of my friends that got killed.
Okay.
And some of them, it's very good. And
Oh, so you would have become a pilot to fight in the war?
yeah,
okay.
because then they need it. Even people in the 4th grade, as long as you can pass
Yeah.
exams and everything. I tried 3 times. Didn't work. It's lucky for me. Yeah. Yeah, back then it's kind of messy. Things didn't go. Talking about the way people doing things different. Abuse things different. About I have a friend that loves to become pilot. They will pick me up sometime on the weekend at the airplane to go south.
Okay.
Yeah, it's south. Not true, but I was there. I've been there with them. We fly south on the weekend, have a good time there, flying back. He's still living in Laos, that pilot. That is his name.
Okay.
Yeah, same name. He's got the same name. What's good? Came from a wealthy family. They look after me. They take care of me.
Okay. So can you talk about when you left Laos? When you made the decision to leave, what happened, please?
Oh, when I had a plan, and I went to capital Vientiane, studied there maybe a year and a half, to find a plan how to escape, not to get killed. Met some friends, some people, the wealthy people. They pay money people to escape from our country, which I didn't have money. And I have the son from Luang Prabang too. He lived there. To get into a capital, it did not let you out easily wherever you go. I got a plan. I helped them to come to Vientiane capital, and they pay somebody to help him across the river. And they paid for me, but we crossed at different time, different way. Like I got it across the Mekong River one day in June 1976.
So you had friends who helped you, and as a result of their help, you were able to cross the Mekong River.
Came from Luang Prabang to Vientiane because I have another step to go.
Okay.
And then they paid their son to cross the Mekong River, and they paid for me, but we go different time, different way.
Okay, they paid for their son and they paid for you.
Yeah.
Okay. You were a single man at that time?
Yeah, single.
Okay. Okay, so you left Laos. Someone paid for you to be able to escape.
Yeah.
And you went where? Where did you go?
Well, across the Mekong River, not too far from our capital. That's around there. Came to Thailand. And then everybody go there. It's just like a routine, everybody across the river. Every morning, Thai people will come to police station to see who's come,
Okay.
you know. And happened to me and with one group of family. Go there, we surrender to a police that we come, and they took us to the post. Yeah. We stay there and they ask you all kinds of questions. This is another thing that I still remember. They investigate you. They ask you, "Are you Vietnamese? Are you Lao?" Because they are afraid. And then the policeman, I don't get his face. He had my gun point in my hand. And I almost blank. If he clicked, that's it. But he just tried to scare me. And I said, "I'm Laos." After that, he just, okay. He asked me to go down to Mekong River to get a bucket of water to fill the drums to his post, to do that for him, which I wouldn't mind. I have to do it anyway. I want to survive. And one thing that's, they have one family. They come to see the person who come. And she saw me and she said, "I remember you. You work in that tobacco factory in Laos," which I never worked there. I said, "Oh, maybe you misunderstand or the wrong person, to recognize the wrong person." She said, No, it's you. And she asked permission from the police to take me in her house to feed me breakfast. I said, "Wow." And I had to follow, and then, okay, I was that person. Maybe you're right. After we done, she sent me back to the post, and then they sent us to Nong Khai, they call another city. And Nong Khai city is where close to Lao refugee camp to me. They sent me there.
This was a camp in Thailand?
Not a camp, it's just a police station.
Okay.
And after that, it's a long story. There have to be many steps before you go to the camp.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't want to tell anything about this.
So when you went to the police station, you said you were threatened by the police.
They want to know because they're scared of spy.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I look like Vietnamese.
Okay.
You know,
So they would have been concerned if you had been Vietnamese.
Oh yeah, or even Laos.
Oh, okay.
And spy to do this thing, which they have the right to do for their protection, but to get the point that somebody had it's kind of very.
So how long did it take you to get to where you landed and dealt with the police to finally get to the refugee camp? How much time passed?
About a week.
A week.
We sent to the center of big police station in Nong Khai. They call Nong Khai. It's the name of the town across the river, Mekong River from Laos. Been there, make the paper. Somebody try to help make a paper, and then they send you to Lao refugee camp in Nong Khai, Thailand. Yeah.
So the town in Thailand, close to the police station, was Long Khai.
Nong Khai.
Okay.
Nong Khai.
Okay. So you get to the refugee camp, and what's that experience like? Can you describe that?
When you go there, you know it's a new life. You happy to get out of that, and everything's kind of confused. I was alone.
Yeah.
Met lots of friends there. They asked me, they helped me to stay with them, in a small dividing bamboo building. They call building. It's made by bamboo. It's okay. I can fit in anywhere. Been there with no any relative or friend in the third country. Just depend on United Nations feed us, looking for us every day.
So that means that you had no contact with your mother or your aunt and uncle or your family for a period of time.
Yeah. They don't even know that I left home.
Oh, okay.
Because I cannot tell anybody to have a plan.
Yeah. And how long were you in the refugee camp?
2 years and 5 months.
2 years, 5 months?
Yeah. That's a shorter. Some people longer than that.
Okay. Yeah. Can you describe the experience of being in the refugee camp?
It's no life there.
No life?
No life. You spend the day without nothing. And
you can't work?
No.
I'm assuming you can't leave the area that the camp is in?
Every weekend they have allowed people to leave to go to the town.
Oh, you could go to town?
But you have to buy a pass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you have money for that?
Yeah. But I didn't have money. Okay. But we have a group of friends. We kind of good in music and get together practice. And we've been hired by Thai people once in a while to get to the town, paying good. And how I survive. My money to buy pants, buy cigarettes. Yeah.
So with the help of some Thai people, you were able to get to town?
If you have money, you can buy a pass, and then you can hire the taxi, go there.
Oh, okay.
For me, when the Thai people hire us to play in the party,
right.
They will pick us.
Then you would have some money to be able to...
Yeah. They pick us up and they pay us.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're in the refugee camp for 2 years, 5 months. That's quite a long period of time. What happened after that?
After the camp?
Did you left the camp at some point?
Yes.
And you left it to go where?
Well, I've been trying to get out of that place in numbers of ways. Apply for different embassy, writing and a little knowledge of English to write them things. China, Belgium, every country that I can think of. Australia, France. No one respond. I even have a friend, he live in, he go to Australia and try to sponsor me. They didn't accept me because just friend. They're not relative or...
And where did you meet the officials from the embassies? In the camp?
No, I just wrote a letter.
Oh, you wrote letters?
And I sent to them. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I never met anyone there.
You never met anyone in the camp
No.
who would have helped you with...
No.
Okay.
And which lucky, no one accept me. Because I was single, I didn't met my wife yet.
Yeah, by then you would have been in your 20s.
Yeah.
So I think there was an issue with if any individual was older than 18 years of age, then there would have been a problem with being able to enter another country, I believe.
Older, you mean, or younger?
But I thought that at some point it was difficult for older young men and women to be able to be accepted as refugees and supported to be able to go to other countries.
This thing which I didn't know.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
So some time passed then, and what ended up happening eventually to you?
Well, I've been trying to survive in the camp, and one day that every day we go to that some center to see the list who's coming, what country coming to accept people. And they heard that Canada is coming. I went there that.
Okay, so you were in the camp. So probably later on in the 2 years and 5 months that you were there, somehow you were able to have a relationship with Canada. Because
Yes.
it appeared as though Canada could provide you with an opportunity to live there.
Because in that year, Canada help a lot of refugee camp, refugee people there. And I went there to check in. I see my name, and wow. And I went to see a personal, whatever, who work, and to see it. She's Laotian too. She lives in Montreal right now. She to be translated for everybody. And
this person was an official from
Canadian. She lived in the camp, but they've been hired.
In the camp.
They've been help her to translate too, because I speak French.
Oh, okay.
And we know each other a little bit, and said she asked me some questions. Do you have anybody? And with you, and then at that time I still start seeing my future wife at that time.
She was in the camp as well?
She's in the camp as well. We met there. And they said, I kind of confused. They said, go back, get everything together, get ready, who you want to come with you, get everything ready, and come back. I went back, talked to my wife, talked to my girlfriend, So we decided to do it, but we're going to do it today. And she took her a while, she agreed to come with me. But actually she's going to come with her sister. She's coming to Canada too. They left home together. And she decided to come with me as a couple.
Okay. So it was yourself, your girlfriend, and her sister?
No, her sister came different family. The camp separated. We didn't come together.
Okay. So you and your girlfriend came together?
And I have a step brother come to me.
Okay.
Yeah. Before that, when she agreed, and I kind of talked to family, talked to her mother, which they came from wealthy family, we decide to come, and they decide to have a small ceremony wedding for us.
In the camp?
In the camp.
Okay.
Yeah, which is so nice. And before we left. Yeah.
So you were married before you left?
Yeah, married in the camp before we left. I believe in October 29, 1976. No, 1977. Yeah. Yeah, that time you marry and there for a while and waiting for the name to departure from Canada. At that time, that when we come to Canada, the whole plane, Canada, they use water to pick up only refugee. The whole airplane filled with the refugee to pick up us from Thailand.
So when they called your name, you and your wife, then, you would have boarded a plane with a large number of refugees. They were all coming to camp.
Well, in the camp, everybody prepare. You know your name, when you're gonna departure, and we get around, get together, we prepare everything. We'll take a bus from Nong Khai to capital of Thailand, 8 hours to wait for the to another step in a hotel before we get to airport.
So you left the camp, stayed in a hotel, and then the next day you would have flown?
Probably a week.
A week.
Yeah, to do that paper and
So you were there for a
everything.
week.
Yeah.
And when you were there during that week, what did you have to do? Did you have to fill out paperwork? Or
Yeah, we do paperwork.
did you meet with Canadian officials? Or?
No, only Thai.
Okay.
Only Thai official, yeah.
Okay.
We stay there in a hotel. This, which they call hotel, used to be hotel, is deserted. No one lived there.
Okay.
We live 10 in the room, on the floor, and all that. It's normal for us. We have the worst before that.
So it was an abandoned building?
Yeah, abandoned hotel.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you fly to Canada,
Mm-hmm.
and you arrive where?
Longer,
Oh, no, good.
yeah.
Quebec. Okay.
Get ready to wait for sponsor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Probably a few days there, which in November.
So it was cold?
Cold.
You would not have been used to that?
No. We were so happy to see snow at that time.
Yeah.
Everybody. Yeah, we were there for a few days, wait for paper or the sponsor. And then we have to fly back. Oh, sorry.
Did you stay in a hotel?
No, in the army camp.
Oh, there was an army camp.
Yeah, army
Okay.
camp. That's 1,000 people at least
Okay.
stay there to wait for where to go.
Yeah.
And now it comes up that the sponsor got everything paper. And then we have to fly back to Winnipeg, which I hated flying. I don't like flying.
Oh, you flew from Longueuil to Winnipeg?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And when you arrived in Winnipeg, what happened?
Well, we have a group of sponsors
Okay.
come pick us up at the airport.
Okay.
And maybe 2 family, 2-3 people. I was like, so tired, confused. Pick us up, go to the place they took us, go have a tea and talk, little here and there, because my English is not really a little French. We have fun, talk a little bit, and they say, well, we will let you take some rest. We are going home, which I didn't know. They rent a small house for us. Small house, 1 bedroom, converted to 2 bedroom because I have a step brother. Okay, they left, and we just crashed. So tired. And in the morning, we wake up, go to the kitchen, kind of feel hungry a little bit. Open the fridge, full of food, everything there, fill everything there for us.
They had prepared everything.
Prepare everything. Couldn't believe it. At the house there, we stay there, it's our house, they rented. Small with a big backyard. And we grow the food later on, grow vegetable in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
You created a garden in the backyard.
Yeah, they have us to dig the ground, and my wife planted some Asian herb and vegetable. Yeah, that's nice. We live in Saint Boniface, French area.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not far from Winnipeg.
No. They call it Saint Boniface is most French Canadian live.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're good people. very, very generous people.
So your sponsors were very supportive?
Oh yes,
They
yeah.
provided you with a lot of help?
Yeah, they have 5 families together, and they have one family very close to us, whatever we need. His name is the Guy Carrier.
Okay.
Yeah. And they have Bilanche too, last name, and the same group. And
Have you stayed in touch with your former sponsors?
I've been in touch with them for quite a while. And then when Mr. Guy passed away, which I didn't know, I didn't contact
Oh,
them.
Mr. Carrier passed away?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I contact with his wife. And I went back to visit her once, a few years ago. Yeah, she's old.
So would you have been in Ottawa when you went to visit?
Yeah, I was in Ottawa, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, when I was in Winnipeg, I moved from Winnipeg to Ottawa, 82, which don't have any work to do. I ended up to go to Toronto, work there for 12 years. I moved back here, 94.
In 1982?
Yeah, in
Okay.
Ottawa.
So you left Winnipeg
To
come
Ottawa.
to Ottawa, but you worked in Toronto? Okay.
Yeah.
So did you live in Toronto as well?
Oh yes, I moved to Toronto because I had no work here.
Okay.
With,
So Winnipeg to Toronto for 12 years.
Yeah.
And what type of work did you do?
well, it's a labor work with, they call it, the name that the plant they make plastic for car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Car parts.
Car parts. Yeah. Worked for them with 12 years. It's pretty good. Start from sweep the floor and going up a little bit. Got promoted to become a compounder to look after the chemical, the shooting to that machine. Because my English little help that I can go up there, I can use.
So when you arrived in Canada, your first place of settlement was in Winnipeg.
Winnipeg.
Were you provided with an opportunity to learn English?
Yeah, 3 months.
3 months.
Sponsor help us to learn in Red River College.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 months ESL.
And did your wife?
That too.
She participated as
Yeah.
well?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Developed a fairly good comfort with the English language in Winnipeg, so that when you left, you were pretty well able to speak English.
Yeah, I've been trying not stop.
Okay.
Especially like you, I can speak with you, you can correct me. Learn from you, rather than, I'm not shy.
Okay.
Wrong is wrong, right is right.
And was your wife's English good?
Yes,
as well?
she has some,
Okay.
but we came from different basic study,
Okay.
but she has some.
Okay. So you worked in a Toronto car part plant for a period of time, and then eventually you came to Ottawa.
Yes, decided to quit the job
Okay.
because I like Ottawa.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in 82. It's nice and quiet, and Toronto is hectic city.
A large city.
Large cities, busy.
Okay. And when you came to Ottawa, did you receive any support from anyone?
I couldn't find a job for 3 years.
Oh.
in Ottawa. I withdraw my ISP, which I have to because I have no income.
Okay.
And after that, I decided to take a course, electronic basic course in Algonquin,
At Algonquin College.
Algonquin, 6 months.
And you completed that course?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I got a help from a friend to get to high tech,
Okay.
like Mytel, Newbridge,
Right.
and become Alcatel,
Okay.
and then they bankrupt.
Did your wife work?
Yeah, sure, I work too, at the high tech too.
Okay. Did she also take studies at?
Yeah, she did before me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where would did she go to Algonquin College as well?
Yes.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Before you did?
Before they,
Okay.
because when I moved to, decide to let them move here, I stayed there for 6 months.
Oh,
in
okay.
Toronto.
Okay,
Try to work it out,
right.
which it's wrong. Live apart from family, and I decided to come.
Okay. And in the period from leaving Winnipeg, living in Toronto, and living in Ottawa, did you have children?
Oh, this I forgot. I have my first child in Winnipeg.
Oh, okay.
My daughter.
Okay.
She was born in 1982,
Okay.
and after that we moved. We decided to move. She only 2 months old at that time, and we decided to move. And I drove my wife and her to the airport to get to fly to Ottawa. And I drove from Winnipeg to Ottawa by myself.
Your wife flew and you drove.
Yeah, because my daughter is too young,
Yeah.
2 months. I don't want them. That's my first time driving alone in Canada. And when
So your daughter was with you in the
No,
car?
no,
Oh, no,
it-
your daughter went with your wife.
yeah,
Okay.
and I
And you drove alone.
alone
Okay.
left Winnipeg Friday morning, all day. At night, tried to get to the motel. Couldn't sleep. You're anxious to come.
Yes.
And I continued to driving, and I see my gas label is from here to there 5 kilometers, 500, 600 kilometers, and I said, oh, I won't reach that. And I stay in a gas station at night, shining light with a flashlight. The police come and check. What are you doing here? I said, well, I ran out of gas. They didn't ask anything of you. They opened 7 o'clock in the morning. He just left. Yeah, after that, in the morning, I drove all day in the morning on Saturday. At night, Saturday night, 10 o'clock, I got here, got in Ottawa.
On which day?
On Saturday
Saturday.
night, yeah.
Okay. So just took you 2 days.
Yes.
Okay.
It was so nice during the day. At night, I had to follow the yellow light because it's all fog.
Going from Winnipeg to Ottawa, you were doing it during a warmer season?
Yes, warm season, yes.
Okay. There was no issues with snow or ice?
No.
Okay. So you're settled in Ottawa with your daughter. Did you have any other children?
When we moved to Toronto, I have another 2 children in Toronto,
Okay.
2 sons.
2 sons.
Yeah.
So your daughter is the eldest?
Yeah,
And
the
2
eldest,
sons.
yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me about what your life was like in Ottawa? Eventually you settled in Ottawa? What was your life like?
Well, Ottawa is just a nice place. That's what I liked. For me, nice and quiet. And I got involved with do volunteers, help people, help our community, and living in a project house, which they call Lao Village. It's in Canada.
Okay.
They have named Lao Village there. Because my white brother-in-law who group Lao people and borrow money from government and build that co-op house in that area.
Okay.
84 unit, quite big, brand new. I moved in, it's a brand new unit. And when you live there, you have to participate in volunteer doing things. Become a board member in that for 7 years. Board member.
So it was cooperative housing?
Yeah, corporate house.
And you were a board member of the cooperative housing?
Right.
Did you participate in any other types of Laotian associations or?
At that time, no.
No.
I get involved with helping that Lao temple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that with the Lao monk, and
this was in Canada?
it's in Canada. Yeah,
Okay.
we sponsor a monk from Laos,
Okay.
and then help them because we need this. That the monk who continue our culture, religion, whatever, to know we've been practice this, and we need that when things happen, when people pass, we need that. It's a good thing. I helped them in the past 15 years. Yeah, good. Help them. Now they got the paper, permanent residence. Two of them, we help them doing this thing. It was good feeling. Yeah, you need to do it. People don't force you to do it, but you think that they need it. Thank God. Yeah. I'm willing to help.
So are you still working now, or are you retired?
I'm still working.
You're still working.
Yeah.
And has your wife continued to work as well?
Yes, still.
Still works as well.
Yeah.
So 2-income family.
Yes.
Can you tell me what are your children doing now?
My daughter, she's the older one. Now she is grandpa. I'm grandpa.
Oh, you're a grandfather.
Yeah. She works.
She works?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I need to tell what kind of work she works?
That's up to you.
Yeah.
If you'd like to share.
She works in the retail store.
Okay.
Which she graduated from Carleton here already.
Oh, she's a graduate of Carleton University.
But she never find a job that she studied.
Okay.
Which she's okay. She's been work like that since she's a student.
Okay.
And then she get used to. And my two sons, the middle one that's in Toronto, he finished in Ottawa U here, and couldn't find a job here, and he got a job in Toronto. He's there. He's okay.
So he graduated from Ottawa University.
Ottawa U, yes.
And went to Toronto.
Yeah.
And what type of work does he do?
Finance, like I think work in cash money, finance analysis.
Okay.
Yeah, he's okay in number, and he's alone. He's a lonely boy. Like
do you
quiet.
stay in touch with him?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Yes. He's happy he can take care of himself. Yeah. Little one is after finish high school and I become a mechanic.
Oh, mechanic. Okay.
That's what he chose. He said, I'm not good in school. That I finished high school for you, and then, yeah, I said, it's okay.
So today he works as a mechanic?
Yeah.
Okay. And he enjoys it?
Oh, he got job to do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Happy, they're okay, they're healthy, they're working. That's all I need.
Yeah. And is your third son, is he single, or?
Yeah, single.
He's still single as well? Okay.
And the middle one's still single.
Right.
Yeah, good. I don't push them. Just joking with them once in a while. I say, when it's come, Dad. Oh, well, I'm sorry about this. I like to talk to joke with my kids.
Yeah, so you have an ongoing
Oh yeah, we close.
relationship with them.
We close. We're close.
Okay. And your son, who's a mechanic, is he in Ottawa?
Yes, Ottawa.
Okay.
Yeah,
So the one son is in Toronto.
Toronto.
Your daughter and your other son are in Ottawa.
Yeah.
Okay. So allow me to recap. You leave Laos. You go to Thailand. You stay in a refugee camp for quite a long period of time. You meet a young woman. You marry her. You leave Thailand, you come to Canada. You settle in Winnipeg. You leave Winnipeg and come to Ottawa, but you can't find work, so you go to Toronto. You find work in Toronto, working in a car part plant for a period of time. But Toronto is a big city. You weren't quite comfortable with Toronto, is my understanding. So you were happy to come to Ottawa. Okay. Good so far. Okay. And your daughter was born in Winnipeg.
Right.
And your two sons were both born in Toronto.
Toronto.
Okay. And the family settled together in Ottawa. Your daughter is now working for a retail store. Your second son he's moved to Toronto, where he works in finance. And your third son is in Ottawa, and he's a mechanic.
Right.
Okay. Good. So, what are your plans for the next 2 or 3 years? Are you going to continue to work and eventually retire at some point?
Yeah, I plan to be retired.
Okay.
I like to do it now if I can.
Okay.
Willing to travel and go back home, visit cousin, and
In Laos?
yeah, in Laos. I still
Okay.
have a niece.
Okay.
Yeah, I still have niece. And
you have a sister in Boston,
Boston.
Massachusetts?
Right.
And you've maintained contact?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. At this point, what I would like to ask you, based on all of your experience and everything that you've shared with us, let's say someone came to you and said, "Oh, I would like you to come and talk to a classroom of high school students, or college students, or something like that." And they said to you, "We would like you to talk about what your life was, leaving Laos and coming to Canada." What do you think you would share with a classroom of students?
I'll have a lot of things to share if they're willing to listen.
Okay. Can you give me examples of what you think you'd like to share?
Well, my life.
Your life?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, everything that you've talked about?
Yeah,
so
everything.
far?
A bit more than this.
Yes.
To let the kids here know how struggle we are.
Yes.
They are lucky to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the difficulties of leaving one's country. I'm assuming that you still have an affection for Laos. Do you still care?
I like my country.
Yes.
Beautiful country.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 So there's the whole issue of struggling to leave your country, to come to live in a new country, and in a sense having to start all over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, who want to leave your country?
Yeah.
Unless you know. I came from a poor family, like you said.
Yeah.
I wasn't great. Life wasn't great, struggle here and there. But it's your home.
Yeah.
Home is home. Yeah.
And you've been able to continue to learn about what's going on in Laos because I understand you have nephews and nieces that you've stayed in touch with?
Yes,
Okay.
but it's normal. I'm just talking how's it going. Then I'm not going to that. What affect how's the politics here? No,
All right.
there's no politics in my head. I want to have fun. I'm I like music, listen music. I like doing art, graphic. That's my meditation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a part of you that's artistic.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And at the time when things switch, and I will hang around. It's nothing that they have to do with some seminar, whatever. That I always have a big banner across the road to remind people here and there. And I'm good in my hand. People come and ask me. I have a bag of brush, different type. They supply me paint and the sheet. I do for them, and they feed me.
Okay.
Yeah, I still remember that every day. Then people pick me up. I have a little bag with my brush. And a friend remind me, said, "I remember you to carrying that bag." Yeah.
So what sort of art would you prepare?
No, it's just a letter. You write something that what they call a banner.
Okay.
To remind people, like the support our country here and there, like
Right.
that type of communist people they do.
Okay.
Yeah. And the big banner
Okay.
across the road here and there.
And so you would be drawing letters?
Yeah,
Okay.
drawing letter.
In a Laotian language?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, interesting.
Yeah. I learned from my brother. Pretty good. Because in here, every kid they have a calligraphy.
Calligraphy, yes.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah.
And what happened to your half brother? Your half brother?
Oh, he lives in Toronto.
He lives in
Yeah,
Toronto.
he have his own family. It's good for him.
Okay.
Yeah, we
So
contact.
he stayed with you for a little while in
Yeah.
Ottawa, and then he eventually
Yeah.
went to